I've been out walking around and finally identifying some plants here. This one here is a mesquite. It's got little tiny thorns. They're pretty sharp. Interesting bark on it. I mean, this thing's definitely alive. You can see it's strong. But yeah, mesquite tree. Cool. Yeah, and it's just fun to be out here wandering around. But I'm gonna venture over that way a little ways and see what else I can find. This one's kind of cool. It's a very young Oregon pipe cactus. Very interesting. I like the bit of color it has on top of the there. Just imagine it's probably just getting ready to flower. Pretty cool. Gotta be careful. Definitely don't want to touch that stuff. This one here, I don't remember the name of it, but this is the Arizona state tree. Just starting to get little buds on it. The flowers. I guess this one doesn't have to have flowers since the green bark does the photosynthesis, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. You can see here, there's a swirl cactus. This is what everybody thinks about when they think about these things, because it looks like the, the Taco Bell cactus, or Taco Time cactus as it is. Which is pretty cool. Fresh digs here. Really can't tell what it is. Probably a mouse or something like that. Yeah, that's all fresh dirt. Been dug up. Very interesting. Could be a mole. The way that hole looks there. It's like it pushed up, kind of caved back in. Pretty cool. And been finding some pretty decent rocks too. It's got a bluish tint to it, which is kind of cool. Yeah, a lot of cactuses. Lots of them. And I guess when these flowers actually bud out, they're edible. Let's see if I can open it here real quick and show you the inside. Not quite ready yet, but look how juicy that stuff is. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I think I see a barrel cactus up here I want to get a picture of. And here we have a dead mesquite. I might come up here with my saw and see if I can find a usable piece of wood out of it. That would be cool. Yeah, and dead cactus there. You can see the strands of it going out. Cool. It's fun out here until you run across something like this. Empty wine bottles. Are you kidding me? I mean, we find old cans, broken glass. People and their garbage. Ruins it. You know, it is pretty landscape and all, but yeah, come on, pack it in, pack it out. It's not that hard. We've already picked up a bunch of glass just around our campsite, which kind of not too shocking in campsites, but I don't want to find that when I'm out in the hills walking around. Not at all. Yeah, well, this one's interesting. Looks like it's been uprooted, but obviously it's still alive. This is a barrel cactus, by the way. These little flowers, I guess when they're ripe, they're edible, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, this one's had a hard life, but it looks like it's still alive. It's pretty cool. It's too bad it got knocked over somehow. I know I wouldn't knock one over. One of these jumping cactuses. They have a a name, but a lot of these cactuses are the same family, with just different kinds of names, which is kind of reasonable. Yeah, that one I just showed you and this one have the same base name. The flowers for this one are also edible. I just like the formation of the cactus itself, the way it's got the little lumps and the segments and stuff like that. Definitely not something you want to touch, but you know, if you use some sticks or some tongs, you can pick up the pieces and dethorn them. And yeah, we can see a little flower right here, just starting to flower. I figure about a couple months there'll be edible food on these things. Yeah, the birds are very active. It's early morning. They usually start about, I don't know, 5:30, long before the sun comes up. About the time the sun lights up the sky a little bit, the birds start going nuts, which is cool because I've been getting up early just to hear them. It's quiet out here except for them. Still fun. Another mesquite, pretty good sized one. All right, there's another Oregon pipe cactus. That one's crazy. It doesn't look like it grows very much. You can see the little flower pods all over it. Cool to see when they open up. I don't know if I'll be here when all the cactuses start flowering. Kind of miss that. And of course the mesquite right here next to it. Very cool. Little shrub's really cool looking. Beautiful flowers. And all one plant, that's for sure. Way too cool. Yeah, I'm quite a ways from camp. Out here in the middle of nothing, and here's somebody's old fire pit. Certainly doesn't look like it's been used in a long time, but yeah. At least I'm not seeing garbage around it, which is kind of nice. I'm walking this way because I saw this rock. And here's a big old barrel cactus. I guess these guys only get about 3 feet tall. Pretty easy to identify with the color of their spikes. They're stiff. This rock, cool. Mostly granite. Rocks are definitely in there pretty good. Just interesting to be, you know, just standing out here in the middle of nothing. There's rocks like this. Oh, what a beautiful country. And don't get me wrong, I still miss the big trees from Washington and Oregon. Kind of miss the weather too. It's not hot right now, luckily. It's probably mid-50s or so. Yeah. Big old rock just sticking out here. Oh, another big barrel cactus down there. There's lots to see everywhere. It's kind of nice. I can see a trail or something over that way. Might have to check out at some point. Lots of life out here, which is pretty crazy. Well, I'm gonna keep running around. I'm not far from where I found that last fire pit, and there's another one. Looks like they used briquettes. I imagine that other fire pit's over the hill a little bit right that way. They probably did that to stay out of sight so they didn't get caught and get in trouble. Yeah, a little road here. Doesn't look like it's been used much in quite a while. A lot of growth on it. No real fresh tracks. And yeah, I have been keeping my eyes on the ground for rocks continuously. Yeah, I'm looking for rocks and cactus. I don't want to step on any of that stuff. I want to show you guys this saguaro here. Look at this thing. Little new fresh growths all over the place on this. Very cool. And I guess these guys get a fruit on the very tops that is super sweet and edible, which is kind of cool. A lot of the cactuses, the flowers are edible for one way or another. Some you have to do a lot of prep work for. Some you can eat right off the plant. Personally, I'd remove the thorns before trying to eat anything. Oh yeah, it looks like a side road shooting off here. I'll follow this back to camp, I guess. The main road's still quite a ways away. My camp would be that direction. It looks like it keeps going that way. Might be another adventure for the bike. See what kind of campsites are out here. Because we're definitely gonna be back in this area over the years to come, and be nice to get a good lay of the land and find spots that are a little further out and a little bigger. I mean, that last site over there is a little small for us. We do have a pretty good sized camp set up, which I may film some of that today, maybe not. Don't know. All depends on whether the wife's watching TV or outside, that kind of thing. She doesn't want to be on camera, so gotta respect that. And when she's watching TV, I definitely don't want that because you can hear it. Oh man, this is just a crazy environment. It's crazy to walk around and explore, and I call it hiking, but I'm doing more exploring than I am hiking. Hiking, you're going from point A to point B most times, and heck, I zigzag. Yeah, I might even be able to drive the Jeep down this one. Looks pretty clear. Saguaro that's died off. Definitely interesting. The inside is pretty hard too. I mean, it's powdery, but hard. And then definitely the chunks coming up are hard. And the bark, pretty good. I mean, all this would make great firewood. Oh, and you got the dead mesquite right next to it. I'm thinking manage some bushcrafting projects out of this stuff. See how it grows here. It goes from 2, and right here you can almost make 4, and back together. And we're noticing that on the live ones, how they do that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm off the road again. Wandering, exploring. There's a mighty tree. Can't remember the name of these things, but that's normal for me. As you can see, the buds on this one, they're definitely getting ready. And these are delicate. They fall off really easy. As you can see on the ground, there's lots of pieces that are falling off. And over here we got another Oregon pipe cactus. Another baby, looking like it's getting ready to flower too. And yeah, I'm wearing my boots because of those things. They kind of stick in your tennis shoes pretty good. Don't get me wrong, I'd rather be in the tennis shoes hiking around, but yeah, I spent a lot of years in boots too. All right, well, I'm gonna make my way back to camp, get something to drink, get a snack. Yeah, I wandered out here without anything to drink, nothing to eat. But heck, I've only been gone an hour, hour and a half. Wandering, having a great time. Wish there were better rocks around here, but outside of that, I'm still having fun. Washes everywhere. And they all seem to flow that direction. And most of them, that's what they look like when you're going down a wash. Just right through the trees and bushes. Some places are a little clearer in spots where you can see the sand, but not a lot of them. Well, I'm close enough back to the camp. I can hear we got the generator running to charge our batteries. So I can hear that. I hear my dog barking. Should probably hear me talking. Maybe not. I'm a ways away yet. It's just so quiet out here outside of the birds that you can hear anything that's unusual sounding. There's a sign here. I wonder what that says. Well, it used to say something, but it doesn't say anything anymore. All right, well, I'm gonna go for now. I'll be back later. Back to camp and ran across a prickly pear cactus. Haven't seen too many out here. Looks like getting ready to bud out. Or those are new growth, I can't tell. But yeah, I guess the patties on these, the patties themselves are edible. I just touched one, got a thorn in my finger. Normal. But I guess the newer ones, the fresh growth, are the better tasting ones. But it's pretty cool how it grows. Big flat patties, just one after the other. And the flowers on these are very edible. A lot of people use them for many things, but you can eat them, clean the needles off and eat them. Oh, too much fun. But yeah, as you can see, I'm almost back to camp. Right next to the main road here. I'm gonna keep going.